What they want, Hulk smash. What they need, Hulk smash. I will never lose, I'm a beast. Hulk smash. If you want it, Hulk smash. Come and get it.
Cold beer, don't you ever worry, I'm right here, never live without you. Look here right now too. Cold beer, don't you ever worry, I'm right here, never live without you.
Oofda. Literally, oofda. Okay. Hey, I don't know if I've tried this yet. The, what side are you supposed to use? Maybe you're supposed to use this side. Oh yeah! The metal bladed side. Wow. Any of you guys see the extensive debates on CNN over Trump's landmark victory last night? Landmark. Rachel Maddow, I thought her vagina... Does she have a vagina? Or is she a dick? She's a he? I don't know. That is one ugly shim. They were like, well, we're going to break away because we're not going to play. I don't even know if they'd even mention his name. They're like, well, we don't give him a live platform because we don't want to air racist misinformation and disinformation. It's like, oh, give me a break. You fucking libtards, you are seeing the writing on the wall. It's called a landslide. Only another round of cheating will do anything about it. And I believe this is supposed to be a Bach. New Glarus is really shitty when it comes to... They think they're cute with naming their beers, but then they don't exactly. Maybe if you go to their website, it'll tell you more. It just says this full-bodied big beer, and of course they got to spell it beer so Sharky can pronounce it correctly. Mahogany color. Hang on. Fuck off, I'm busy right now. And your boyfriend is sleeping like a little pussy. Vitamin E, or Vitamin Eric McLean. Okay, sorry about that. Wow! It's like Garanimals, it's all color match shit. Good news is it doesn't stink. Oh, hang on. Oh, man. I got beer on my Trump 1 shirt. It's like, just seems like an inflator, like, to make them bigger. Good God, McLean. Blocked. I'm gonna block you. In the middle of a brew, comma, staring at a big veiny titty, comma, review. He says lights, camera, wheel bearing grease. Just got back from the range. Just kidding. Oh, yeah. Did a little work. Independent contractor. I showed up when I wanted and I fucking left when I wanted. I did some more errands, and then I did some more errands, and then I did some more errands, and then I came home and I made dinner because I knew I wasn't going to be home in time to do dinner, so I made Philly cheese steak meat. So when Christine calls and says she's on her way, I'll start buttering her buns and warming up my meat so I can. Actually, I'm just literally getting back from having my little Sammy Poo put my battery in, which was one of my stops to pick up my battery, since how it didn't show up yesterday. I mean, that was the whole plan of, you know, not doing a review. The board has been reset. This is Poco's board, and okay, so there's a little extra into this one. He wanted hang on a second. He wanted the Colonel Mustard to be placed, and I said Colonel Mustard always has he's just a placekeeper. That's all Colonel Mustard does is he strategically guards one spot, which any of you that have been playing know what that is. And he said, put him in play. Okay, so I came up with this, and Poco thought it was going to be a decent thing. First of all, I have to tell you that once again, Cobra, you're going to be upset unless you just stare at those little. Well, actually, it looks like they're probably not little tiny, but what's going down is. I like that. That's nice. I mean, sorry. So it's another unorthodox board. So you guys that are at pro level and keep tabs on this, it's gonna be interesting. And Colonel Mustard has been placed on the board. If you can find Colonel Mustard, and you end up winning. Like hypothetically, let's say that EMT Railfan here with three kills in the last round. Let's say that EMT finds Colonel Mustard, and then when we do the drawing. Watch, I'll pick his name. It'll be rigged. Oh, it's always rigged. Every one of them is rigged. The only way you can win is to play. Sorry, I digress. If EMT finds Colonel Mustard and he wins the drawing, I haven't figured out what that is yet, but I will try to find a specific. I was going to say you have to find them before the game's over, but that's kind of irrelevant in this situation. So if EMT finds Colonel Mustard and I draw his name at the end, there'll be a little something extra in there just for him. So if I don't draw his name, then he's just going to be disappointed that he found Colonel Mustard. But it's all luck of the draw. I mean, at a certain point, Colonel Mustard's kind of a luck of the draw, I think. But yeah, so I'm just gonna have to write down, who was the victor on Colonel Mustard. I'll tell you what. I will keep track of this for you. Hopefully, I remember. But I did talk to Poco about it, so yes, the one without the tattoos first. Okay, speaking of first, that would be Cold-Hearted Bastard. 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. 2 days ago. Then Smile Money says first, and then he says first again. I don't know if that was just another YouTube screw-up. Then, Cold-Hearted Bastard says still chopping ice. That just doesn't even sound like fun. At least it's better than having to try to, it was like 4.5 hours of trying to save Mr. Holster's horse when he fell through the pond, and then thankfully I wasn't there for the part where you have to use a chainsaw to get most of the horse out of the water. Yeah. Sorry, Billy. Poco says sup. Rich says cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Cold-Hearted Bastard on his other channel. 2 thumbs up and 4 shots. Then he says, wish I could find someone to review my morning wood. See what you did right there. Then Poco says, I have a motorcycle battery tender I put on my battery. It fires up every time, even in -20. Well, hopefully the car starts really good in the cold tomorrow or the next day. Well, obviously I don't feel like I've made a mistake by getting a really good battery that lasts a long time. I mean, the dude at Napa's like, it's not unheard of to see these batteries last 10 years or more. It's the Optima red top, and so it looks like you know why I liked it, because it looked like a 6-pack of beer. It's not a square battery. It's you can actually see the cells on it, and it has a red top. But I was supposed to get it yesterday, but evidently there was some kind of a gas main leak in Minneapolis, Travis. In Minneapolis. Let's see, what can I talk about today to get into trouble? We should do the drawing right away, though. I actually, I never take notes for Locked and Loaded, but I actually took some notes on this. Sad news. Drizzly has I don't know who they bought it from. Drizzly purchased. Uber purchased the Drizzly app during COVID for $1 billion, and it's either, I think it's April, it'll be completely just gone, just shut down. They won't be doing it anymore. It hasn't existed up here for almost a year. I thought it was a great thing, like her clothes flying off right now. So Drizzly's going out of business. That was an app where right now I could go, Kenwood Liquor, could you bring me 24 cans of Pabst Blue Ribbon? And could you bring me a bottle of Buffalo Trace? Because Eric has had way too much fun with the Buffalo Trace in the last few days. I thought that this was okay, but evidently I am a much bigger fan of a bourbon or a whiskey in my in my Sprite. So, thank you, Gun Glutton, for sending me that bottle. Now I'll probably have to bring the, what did I do with it? We just went through this the other, oh, I have it right here, out and ready to go. That one's, see, this is what the Buffalo Trace looked like when it went upstairs, and right now it's not even worth bringing it back downstairs. Oops. So, this one, wow! Who would fucking have guessed it? It doesn't... 2 o'clock, 1:30, 5. Whenever I do the brew review, it's like a moth to a flame. So yeah, Drizzly gone, out of business. Uber did not make a great financial decision right there. Yeah, CNN, just a complete fucking meltdown. Shocking. Along with them fucking social fucking hookers off of The View. Joy Behar, what's the black chick? The moron. I mean, they're all fucking morons, but this one is just just a series of absolute lies today. It was like calling Trump a racist, and see, this is why, yeah. Hang on. Okay. Well, you'll never guess what I'm doing, so I'll call you when I'm done doing it. This is why, stupid people that don't actually use their brain and think for themselves and actually go, hey, when this useless cunt babbles shit out of her piss flaps, I wonder if it's the truth. Let me go look it up. Is Trump a racist? I am sorry. Sorry, I'll settle down. You are a fucking moron if you think Trump is a racist. The amount of women and black people that he has helped, hired, employed, done whatever he could for, was his friends, celebrities, all these fucking people. It isn't until now when people choose to believe the fucking lies. Oh, well, I actually heard a lady interviewed. Well, I'd probably have to vote for Princess Diana, or Princess Diana. Oh, she's dead. Princess Leia. Yeah, I'll vote for Princess Leia because I just couldn't vote for a man I don't respect. Hey, you have no respect for yourself because you have an inability to look up the fucking facts. Okay, and then the last couple of things here obviously are all going to be in secret code, because when the likes of Dr. John Campbell gets, I'm not sure if he got a strike, but I heard that he got a whole bunch of his videos taken down. So, he must now be specializing in propaganda and conspiracy theories. Because he started speaking out on some things, along with just stating the facts, ma'am. And now he is like love. So sorry to Dr. John Campbell, an actual, supposedly a real person, not just a conspiracy theorist like I normally would listen to. Got his shit adiosed. It's so fucking cold outside that I turned this 3 degrees lower than our normal nighttime setting, because by the time I got home, I knew there was no way it was going to run long enough to heat up to a balmy. If I press my luck, I can actually get it to 62 degrees in the house. Greg looked at me and he goes, if it's not 72 degrees in my house, everybody can like do whatever they want. Put on their shorts and go sit outside. But as long as I'm paying the bill, it'll be 72 or warmer. So, yes, in trouble with WokeTube, Dr. John Campbell. That's why I am glad that Rumble is at least going in the right direction on fixing their stuff. I've been told by Sharky it's a little bit better for answering questions. You can now put them in a particular order. I mean, I don't know. There's still not going to be a way of me to be able to do the click and you get a heart and you know that I'm here right now doing this. I'd have to like try to respond, and that you might actually get a response, I think. If I reply, even if it's I heart you, and I think we did that before when I was on vacation and decided to give it a try, but I haven't even, except for when WokeTube deleted my video and gave the other captain a strike, I put that one up on Rumble just because fuck you, YouTube. So, okay, having said that, next, I guess, and I'm only going to say Smile Money, it was brought up on, what's his name? Long hair, hippie looking dude with the English accent, pretty much does all of his shows now on Rumble because I think he starts off on YouTube and that lets everybody know, Russell Brand, it lets everybody know he's going to Rumble because Rumble believes in the First Amendment, at least a lot more than YouTube does. Like he just said today, when you try to do what like CNN and YouTube does by taking away someone's First Amendment right, you are taking away the ability to communicate, to debate, to talk about things. Just because you disagree or think that I'm wrong, does that mean I shouldn't have the freedom of fucking speech? If someone says something that's untrue, then you just get lit up and you get the opportunity, if you're smart enough, to choose to see what the facts are and go look it up. And then maybe you can come back and say, you know what? Yesterday I said Matt was a nice guy. But after reviewing the facts, he's actually a douchebag. I should have said it the other way around because today Matt provided me with a bunch of heaters and a nice icy cold beer early, well not early this morning, but in between while I was waiting for Napa to get off their ass and my 3-hour window of making dinner and then leaving the house again. And he also cooked up some jalapeno bacon. Now, before you go, I don't like the taste of jalapeno. It didn't taste like jalapeno at all. As a matter of fact, I would have called bullshit to the whole thing. There's a little bit of a heat on the back end, and Matt, I am not just saying this because you were nice enough to get out of your nice warm truck and cook on your grill when it was negative 25 degrees with the wind chill, and there was wind chill. But that was really good bacon. It was a thick cut, but it wasn't like it could have been used to knock a baseball out of the park kind of thick. It was very good. He thought that well, as always, when you're sitting in the truck and, smoking and drinking, that you forget about the grill thingy. He thought it was overdone, but no, it's still... some of the stuff that was in a really hot area or whatever may have had a slight crunch to it, but it was just like I like my bacon. I don't want it, if you stick it out in the air, I want it to have morning wood. And it did. But when you bite it, it's still somewhat tender. Which that's for I would say of the pieces that I had, 75% of them were exactly like I strived to cook it. I don't want it flimsy, and I don't want it bulletproof. So, oh, that reminds me, I gotta before I call Lily back, I gotta talk to. Well, I'll talk to David later. Lily and David both are late people, but I think I was gonna do breakfast with David tomorrow, but I'm actually gonna be on day 2 of earning a little extra money at my fucking convenience. In other words, if I say to myself, you know what, I just don't even want to do this anymore. I mean, it's already. As just after we went live, I got sent instead of a regular message, I got sent a recording, 1 minute and 46 seconds, and yeah, I'm not even gonna listen to that. Well, Eric, here's the deal. All you have to do is recreate the Taj Mahal, and no. It's like what was on my list? I had a water damage after brand new drywall and paint and everything. I had water damage, wreck a ceiling, well, not really a little area, a 6 foot by 3 foot area, and first I had to re-tape it, and then sand it and tape it and sand it and do the final taping, and I did a light sanding this morning and put I had colorized the mud. If you do repairs on a white painted ceiling with white mud, it doesn't stand out, but if you put a little colorant in it, then you know where it is. Well, because there's colorant in it, I kind of had to do 2 extra paintings to cover it up, kind of like putting primer on a car. So I got 2 coats. I got another one I have to do tomorrow, and I got a couple of transition pieces to put in, and I'm waiting to see what. And I started to do a little cleanup beyond what the cleaning lady is going to be doing, and then at both houses I was supposed to program and put onto the internet their little pucks, and all it does is monitor the heat and the humidity in your house. So if you go on vacation, you can go, oh, if the temperature, I have the thermostat set at 55, and if it gets to 50 degrees in here, something's wrong, and so you can set it for a high and a low temperature and a high and a low humidity. So I always think the high is interesting, because there's been a couple of times that, and it's usually the safe, and I was like, log in, and the safe says that it's like 120 degrees, and you're like, oh great, the gunroom's on fire. Isn't that fucking wonderful? Okay, a few more comments. Smart Money, evidently you are correct, something got fixed. I will go back and watch the ending. So a few of you were saying that the video went Matrix. Evidently, it wasn't even a long video. Usually when it's a long video, I expect issues. Poco, typical liberal rebuttal, but you. I don't know what the rebuttal was. Smile Money says Miles comes over and the food crumbles are 3 inches deep on the floor just from fluffing his beard. Well, I still clean for evidently another reason. Smile Money, hey, my comment made you go down the political path, so let's not do that again. So my comment is, I see, laugh out loud. If those look big with her arms over her shoulders, you can imagine what those look like when she's not like that. Big is one thing. Big big and sloppy. That's just, that's a big I don't want any part of. Thankfully I haven't, but a good friend of mine was dating a chick who, it's funny because her name was Lisa too. Like Lisa also, not like Lisa 2 versus Lisa 1 or Lisa 3. And she sounded exactly like my ex. And I was like, I had to ask a few questions, and he's like, no, that's not her last name. I'm like, oh. But yeah, her tits were so big that she actually had to sleep in a bra. Otherwise, she'd roll over and squish one of her breasts. So, like during sex, they were just like bouncing off the inside of her armpit. I just like, you go ahead and keep that sports bra on all the time. That's some. If it looked like a goddamn otter's tail, ish. Poco, oh no, I don't need you to... what is this? Oh, ellipsin it to Matt? I need Matt to explain it to you. Oh, okay. Bad evenings, Captain. Evenings, my brother. Then he says, spicy dill morning wood. Look forward to what you think of it. Never tried it myself. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Then he says, looks like cola in the glass. It's kind of dark in color. Smart money. I do not like those kind of temperatures. Then again, temperature over 100 sucks as well. Yeah, that's why even though a few people I know are either in or want to go to Florida, I'm not really a fan of that kind of temperature, that kind of humidity. People are like, oh, it's so cold in Minnesota. Hey, but I never had weather wipe my house off the map. Okay, here's what I got going on here. We got 2 for Poco, 3 for EMT, 1 for Mike, and 2 for Sharky. And I have the Weapon Light from Fiatchi and a Slimer Green set of balls, 4-end grip. I have I actually like this knife, but I don't know. It's a cool looking knife, and it might be cheap ass metal, but it looks good. A 511 wallet / multi-tool. I see it's got a bottle opener on it, and this flashlight, which also has a charger for it. It's under the screw cap. Or you could pick another flashlight that comes in a Pelican case made in China. It's not a Pelican, it's a case. And then this phone thermal capsule. You can keep your phone either cool or you can keep it warm depending on what's actually going on outside. And last but not least, you could go for 2 different multi-tools and the fast-acting cooling towel from Gearaid. And as always, I'm going to put everybody into the Millennium mug. Sharky. Hey, Sharky. How you doing, little guy? Riding something that he actually shot. it was fun because I put some trap loads and then a slug in it, which I'm not exactly sure what I did with it, but instead of being the big ass mag that has a regular shot in it, this is 5, I believe, 5 slugs. If it wasn't for the fact that I have another shotgun on duty up in the bedroom, nice little pump so that they can hear the ch-ch sound, this would have been my other choice as a bedroom shotgun. But you gotta have a shotgun in your home defense setup. If something goes boop, if something goes boop, a bump in the night, I will probably just be going with what's on my side right now, and that's the VP9. The VP9 Tactical. Let me be. Okay. So, if I draw your name, you'll have your choice of 1, 2, 3, or 4. You don't have to remember that. You can just tell me you want the Fiachi light, or the knife, or the flashlight and the phone koozie, or the multiple multi-tools. So everybody look. See, the problem with this setup is usually I end up with 2. So, okay, I did end up with 2, but the one that is pinched between my fingers is EMT. Oh, I thought that it was Poco because all I saw was, and that's the ships. He had 2 ships. So, EMT, congratulations. Let me know what you want there. Meanwhile, gee, I could try a psychic guess as to what I think you might want. The rest of you, losers! Just kidding. Patreon guys, I do log in and make sure that the Patreon membership does fluctuate every now and then. I keep meaning to look, and he's never going to hear me say this, but Paul from PA Brew News. It's like I haven't seen a video from him in a long time, but then again, I don't get videos from people that I give a shit about. For instance, Gunwild. I'm always in trouble with Big Jeff because I'm not catching his videos. Well, I don't get fucking notified. Hey, I'm sorry if this upsets you, but the channel that I religiously watch the most, I haven't missed a single video from them. They have 2 different channels. They have their main channel, the original channel, and that would be DDE, Daily Driven Exotics, and they also have DDE Stories. If I'm sitting on the couch and I haven't been able to find anything to watch, I'll start beaming DDE Stories up onto the TV, but yeah, I do not miss their main channel at all. It's what I enjoy. And since they brought Mike and his crew on, and they're actually transforming and building these cars in-house, the only stuff that's done like out-of-house is specialty shit, like he'll have Gintani do a one-off exhaust system and then do a tune to it, and usually it's a fire tune, so that when they rev it up and it backfires, it blows like a 4-foot flame out the back of it. But having said that, those are nice. I try to make sure that I catch Mike, for instance, his tack pack stuff. the last one. See, what I respect from Mike is I'm like, really, Mike, if you were signed on to get the this month's battle box, what do you think? Complete shit, he says. I'd like to know what people see and all that. But then again, at a certain level, like me personally, if they didn't, that's why I try to be as honest. Sometimes maybe a lot more honest over here, like over there, I just might not say much about it, versus saying that I just know. Like over here, I'll be just like, no, yes. If it's something that I just like I said, and I'm being honest, when I watched J-Dog, when I watched the video, yes, I was just like, this box is complete shit. There's nothing. I mean, I didn't even like the way that knife even looked until I got the thing in my hand and I started thinking, well, wait a second now. If this was to go in with camping or bug out, or to me, I have bug out, I have camping, which is a joke because I'm never going camping, so that's actually part of bug out. That's bug out too. Bug out food. The camping one is mostly legitimate stuff that would be to prepare and make food and maybe stay warm kind of stuff. Where the bug out, there's crank radios and maybe it's just more kind of like repair kits. If you've got a hose breaks on your car, different ways of patching that. Street key to be able to gain access to commercial spigots on the side of businesses, that kind of shit. And then I just have my my get home or be prepared while I'm out if I think that the spidey senses are up, and I feel like if I'm going to work today, I'm bringing this one with, and that would be Alice and what's in there. And like I said, I was like, God, do I put this knife in there, because it would be a good possible fighting knife, but maybe the Gerber LMF, it would be a better defensive kind of thing. I don't know. Either way, I had a lot more respect and ideas running through my brain when I actually opened the box and started looking at the stuff and laid it all out and went, well, where would I put this and where would I use that? I mean, honestly, the only stuff to me that was just total fucking who cares was the nose slap, which I haven't even figured out where it went. I thought it went under the heater, but it's, I don't miss it. Total garbage would be the nose slap stuff. I mean, I gave it a try, and if I was passed out, I don't think I'd wake up. It's not like I've smelt smelling salts, the little vial that you break. I mean, you got within like a foot of my nose, and I was like, oh my God, that is hideous. Maybe I'll just carry some warm, outdated Limburger cheese in my med kit. I'll wake you up. And the other thing was the keychain. I was like, oh, fuck. If I want a keychain, I'll go to the store and just get a frickin' keychain. But the truth is, I don't live in a price point, and thanks to the fact that the other day when I looked, there was only 53 or 58 views on the Ebomi channel. Supposedly 22,000 subscribers, and only 53 people even decided to even give it a look. And I not even jokingly anymore say, day's gotta be just around the corner. Why do they even bother sending me shit? Nobody watches the fucking video. Unless you're telling me, because I do have a code, if you want to give a first box a try, you can save 15%. And that's all it's good for. It's not like, and I got a landing page. Maybe they monitor who goes to the landing page and looks around at what's there. And they don't even give me access to that. I would like to be able to move items around, like, oh, this is what I recommend as of right now, and it's this knife and this cook stove and this. I mean, no, it's like if I decide I want to change something, I got to email them, and all of a sudden now I don't want to be in the radar. I want to stay under the radar because nobody watches the fucking videos, and quite honestly, I don't want them to stop sending me free shit. I mean, again, I'm gonna go through the pile of stuff and decide what new to put into the bottle ship stuff. Bad. How much did that battery set you back? I paid almost $400 for the one in my truck and did not get a really good one. My money says, my wife stopped telling me the price of stuff from the grocery store because I just start crying. A $400 battery for just one? Jeez Louise. The battery was $323, and when I brought my old one back as the core charge, they put $20 back on my debit card. They're like, well, we can only put money on a card. I'm like, well, you're lucky I at least have a debit card, I guess. So it's a $300 battery. It's $700. Oh, shit. Okay, we gotta pick up the pace now because she just got in the car to start warming it up. Oofta. I better hurry up with this whole brew thing. Yeah, $300. It has like a 3-year warranty, which better hang on to the receipt, or it doesn't mean shit. Like I said, I think it's 700 and something cold cranking amps. It was quite a bit more than the second battery she recommended. Bad. It was -9 degrees here this morning. How was it colder in Missouri than Duluth? Din says -9 real temp or feels like. They always like to say feels like wind chill temps when they're reporting the big scary number. Was only like -8 here, regular temp. Not too bad. Usually still don't need boots or don't need boots or anything yet. Bad says real temp. The feels like was stupid cold. It's rare we have temps that are cold. We get single digits often, but rarely in the negative. Okay, I'm rushing. I'm rushing. I'm not fucking rushing. Well, that was 3 different ways, and only one was right. Bad. Sounds like a decent Bloody Mary mix to try. If I see it, I'll buy a bottle. She thinks she's funny. Whoa, fuck me. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Yeah, Mike says cheers. Then he says 36. Yep. That the gun I'm wanting to find for myself. The 1006. Any Any 10mm from Smith & Wesson, you will not be disappointed. Personal favorite is the 1066. To be able to have a new set of night sights on the 1066, to have a new set of night sights on the 1006, to have a new set of night sights on the 1076, they're just a workhorse gun. I mean, the only thing you could possibly bitch about is if you're a wussy that it's an all stainless steel gun. I mean, it's got a little weight to it. This 27 says 26. No, there's like 61 comments. I'm fucked. Then he says these Brew Bummy intro get weird and more weird all the Brew Bummy time. Then he says, it's been a while since I had a nice Bloody Mary drink. Mr. Multi-Gunman, who's Mary and why is she bloody? And Miss 27 says, must be tight still. I have no idea what these two are talking about. Wow, look at that. She got puffy nipples. I mean, she doesn't have shit for breasts, but, you know, whatever. Don't count me out, Sharky. Hey, just hang around, little buddy. We'll get to you. Miss 27. No salty man, naked or pistol-wielding 357 double disappoint. Well, he commented back to you just to... Cobra says, the new channel name and thumbnail still similar to your old. I keep going to the old channel to check for vids. I think I'd have to check. I think Monday. I think Monday I can go back. As long as the overlords of WokeTube allow me. Just don't talk about arm tickets. Oh, did I finish? Oh, I can't finish anymore. Oh, by the way, it has now come out from sources, not conspiracy theorists, those wondering, that in fact, I think it was someone that Tucker interviewed, it does in fact show that the M in three more letters does in fact rewrite your CNA. You know, a CNA that comes over and wipes your little hiney. So, again, I remember someone telling me, oh, it doesn't do anything to your CNA. But it does. And why does it? You have to ask yourself. Smile Money says yes, but Captain is spelt correctly, so there is that. Cobra says A1. The first person to put his foot in the water of the new game. Thank you, Cobra. A1 is a miss. Oh, Cobra, you're going to be pissed. McLean, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Eric, get a ruler. Now, please go see if those are level. Are you talking about her titties? Put a straight line across there. Hey, if you put a level on there, the level wouldn't fall to the ground. That's a thing. Okay, we ain't got time for this shit. McLean, what battery did you get? The Ultima Red Top. Then Smile Money says it was a secret passed on by Samantha directly from Subaru. Ancient Japanese secret. Please send a checker money order for $9.99 and Eric will share the information to you. That was better. Pretend I never said. Just send me $9.99. Or a Springfield Hellion with a 16-inch barrel. Or those. McLean says, I sense sarcasm. Smile Money says, joking flavored sarcasm, the best kind. And then he says, any joke or sarcasm directed at or toward my Lord and Savior is not funny nor appropriate. Good day, sir. McLean, 10mm is just a 45 that got bullied. Hey, it popped up and I never watched the video. Something about 10mm and 45, and that they were both Glocks, and something about the barrel, but I never watched it. Sharky, cheers all, catching up. Oh, riding the Grand, I am. Shot that and didn't get the thumb. Did get a jam, though, because I'm a pro like that. Here we go. Yeah. Somehow, he managed to make guns fail that have never failed. But we don't want to talk about it. Then he says, SH, he's on the bear poop. SH made it. Lovely classic outro. Rack right there. On to the next one. That was like literally like just like that. But on the right one, he says, cheers all. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Didn't shoot the grand baby brother. Here we go. We would have probably been disappointed, but then again, you brought out the best in some of those guns. Sharky, from what I've read, the mags for the M1 carbine are supposed to be one-time use mags. So flimsy is spot on. Din says, yeah, well, most in practice for individual people basically are. If you are on the move, you don't got time to go back and look through trampled grass and shit. Sharky says 3820. Yep, I saw the glimmer. Oh, yeah. 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 Okay. We don't got time for this shit. Sharky, 5230. My bet is that Matt would complain about her forehead size. Me, on the other hand, don't mind a woman with bigger brains, as I'm not scared, read more, of smart women. Mostly because I'm smarter anyway. Of shit. I posted this bit too. Sharky SH, nice. I've seen those beer tights over here in the annual Village Games. Woman buy some spicy ladies? Whoa, worn by some spicy ladies. Yeah. What? Oh, come on. Oh, God. Oh, God, it's going to be a tie. I lose. Jolson says, we don't need any more cowbell. You're in a hurry. I completely understand. Thanks, Jolson.
Bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
Redneck Ramblins is laughing so hard he's crying out of one eyeball. Multi-Gunman says, I'm late, so what? Miss 27 says, at least you showed up. Matt Davis says, love my 94 OBS Chevy. What is this OBS secret code? Matt Davis says, yep. Yep. Otherwise bullshit. 94, otherwise bullshit. Is that what that means? Matt Davis says, beer time. I like where your head's at, Matt. I like where I'd like to put my head right about now. If McLean was here, he'd encourage me to eat that ass. And again. Homestretch, Mr. 27, Captain Brew Bomi, my captain, where is my brew? Matt was on everything from cheesecake to the Corona video right there. Last is Mr. 27 says, help me, old man Brew Bomi, I'm thirsty and you have the only beer. Going to the club and we're gonna get... Okay. Oofta. Oofta. Okay, so it's a big beer. It's a Bock, and it comes in this mahogany hue naturally. It's a complex and smooth with deep chocolate and coffee undertones. I don't know about coffee. Our Bock before, during, or after dinner. Serve it at 48 degrees because, like many good things in life, the warmer the Bock is, the sweeter it gets. Okay. By the way, it was a 6-pack. Whew. Look at how high up those are. God, they look like they could probably etch glass. And she called Talon Grips and got the nipple kit. Okay. We'll have to let this one warm up. Oh, where do I put it? Where do I put Oof Duh? First we had Morning Wood, then we had Oof Duh. I'm not a fan of New Glarus, and I never pretend I'm not. Oh, I also did not give an alcohol percentage because New Glarus doesn't put shit on their stuff. Kind of seems like it might be in like the 6% area. I don't got time for this, but now I really want to look. Sometimes I even want to know if I'm any good or not. Let's see, where do we got? Beer Advocate. Usually, but not always, can find it on there. 6.7%. That's right, McLean now owes me a blowjob. First in the club. Oh, I didn't give a number. I'd give it an 8.5. I'd give her an 8, maybe a 7.5. Din says no club meeting yet. Just a little late. Says Smile Money to him. Smile Money says, hey, there it is. Cheers, clubbers. Then Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Cheers, you. And then Din says, take a sip of Take a sip for every brain cell in 46's head. Well, you're denying me of being able to have a sip. Because Biden doesn't have a single fucking brain cell in his head. Tell you what, I have some Buffalo Trace upstairs. I'll have a sip of that. Or I'll have a sip of this. Okay. Late's green, trap's clean. We will probably see you tomorrow. Don't know about Matt. Today was the only day that Charlie was not going to be around. So the next 2 days he has Charlie, and he doesn't like to do a brew review when he can spend quality time with his son, which I understand. So McLean, you're fucked. And I did notify him that I was doing this, and I didn't hear from him. It's because he's sleepy. He's sleepy. Cheers.